Hello guys, it's Sakuems, so welcome on this new video. Today I want to just show you some painting that I will do because I'm finishing an artwork for the project that I talked about in my previous video, but I also want to chat about my professional life and just my train of thoughts and everything that has been going on lately in my life. So it's gonna be a long one, it's a long video, and I hope that you will still enjoy that. It's a very open conversation that I want to have with you guys, so I hope you will enjoy it and just give me some insights. So yeah, I'm gonna just talk about all of that, then I'm gonna paint, you know, get something to drink, maybe something to eat, play this in the background if you want to, and enjoy. Today I just want to finish an artwork and I'm gonna chat with you guys on different topics with some clips of me just painting on more of the designs for the next project that I'm going to release. If you haven't seen like my previous videos, I have shared already 3 of the designs for the project. Today I'm going to finish another one that I haven't shared anywhere still except for my boyfriend. Yeah, because I have a few things to finish. It is almost done, but I wanted to paint and I wanted to also have content for the video, so let's do both. And I'm also trying to improve my watch time. I'm going to be very open in this video about my current situation when it comes to my professional life. I know why things are that way. I'm worried and I'm sad, but I'm not like mad about it. All I want to do is be able to make a proper living, and today I'm at a point where it is very, very fragile and I don't really know what to do besides keeping on creating content. But I do think that I feel like I'm starting from scratch, even though I have a huge following. People in my life, when I tell them I have a YouTube channel with like more than 60,000 subscribers, they think I'm some sort of star, but I'm not. I'm starting to think that I need to look at this from a let's start completely new kind of point of view. Like, I am a brand new artist. I used to be one and I'm starting again, trying to still reach to the people who have followed me, who like my work. I'm also exploring new territory when it comes to my artworks. Things that I've been doing recently are different than what I used to do. So I feel like in a way I am revamping everything, but financially it is very complex because I still have a lot of things to pay for and I'm not a partner in the YouTube AdSense program, so I don't make money on YouTube anymore. To do that, I need to have at least 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, the only reason why I would like to get to this amount is because I have money on the AdSense account that is blocked. Unless I completely resign from the program, I can't get that money. If I want to come back on the program, then I need to let it there and let the account open so I can just qualify again. Ultimately, if I don't get to this stage in the next couple of months, until the end of the year, for example, by still posting on YouTube, if I don't get to 4,000 hours, I will close the account and just get the money. I don't know how much there's, maybe like around $70 or something. I will get the money eventually, but I think that I can manage to do that. I'm lucky enough that I had a few license work. I'm still working with the Diamond Art Club, so I was able to still support myself for the month of January, February and March. The worst that can happen to me right now is losing even more engagement. This is why it's been so hard lately, and I don't know if other YouTubers or artists in general have this issue. It seems like there's just so many different social medias and too many people online that it is pretty hard to still reach out to people and to be seen. And based on what I can tell from like the artists that I follow, as soon as you lose the engagement, you lose so many subscribers and so many customers, and you lose income. And if it's your livelihood, if it depends on that, if your entire income depends on the engagement you have online, as soon as you lose that, then you're kind of doomed. Like, it's not working anymore. And I know that some of the artists that I follow, they definitely have lost a lot of their engagement. They still have a lot left because they used to have like a lot. So even if you lose 50% of like 1 million, then you still have a lot of following. I was starting to lose the engagement when I realized that my content wasn't really working anymore, and I didn't know how to evolve, and I completely stopped. Even though I knew that leaving was not a great idea, I just couldn't handle it anymore. It was messing up with my mental health, and I was not doing well. So I had to step back, even though I knew that when I was going to come back, it would be harder. But because I didn't have a huge following in the first place, when I got back, my engagement was so low that I couldn't sustain everything. So I don't exactly know what's going to happen when it comes to my artist life, my professional career. I've been self-employed for so long, and I don't know what else to do. It is more about pride. I am an artist and I feel like a failure because whenever I create content, there's always this fear that people will just hate on it or not like it enough, or that I'm not going to matter. And I know it's not true because a lot of you guys have been following me for a long time and you tell me that you love my content, which is amazing. And I mean, I am leaning on that so much, just thinking and knowing that there's still a lot of people who really enjoy what I'm doing. I have stuff, ready. I have some goodie box that I want to prepare. There's a lot of things that I can do, and I think that if I'm steady and consistent with uploads and my schedule for social media, and for like a couple months maybe, it will come back. If I see this as a new starting point, if I'm seeing this as a new career point in my life, and I forget about the past, and if I'm starting brand new from zero, then it's actually nice. But maybe I'm just not good with social media. Maybe I suck. I need a community manager or something. I will remain hopeful, and I have faith, and everyone around me believes in me more than myself. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be patient and just keep on creating content, and I'm gonna record more of the painting, because that's maybe why you're here. So let's do that. So, someone said that it looked like fire in the comments. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that in the first place, but you can definitely turn that into fire creature or something. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. So we have that, which is done. It's finished. And then we have this one. I haven't completed yet. This is nearly finished. I have 2 layers. One was with watercolor-y gouache. I mean, technically speaking, it's mostly gouache because the watercolor and the gouache combine. When I want to try blurry effects, it's kind of, the texture is different. It's not formulated the same way, so that's why. But yeah, this is that. And basically, what I have still to do on this is just what I did slightly here. Add a few lines with white paint and try to, not define necessarily, just have a bit more motion. You can see there is already a motion. It's like swirls with like blobs. You can turn that into whatever. I see fishes, but it can be something else. But I do see a lot of fishes. All I want to do in this for now is just have a very, very tiny brush like this and do just a few highlights and a bit more lines. Kind of like what I did here with those effects, which I really like. I don't want to add too much again because I think it's important to have some sort of structure, but also keep it kind of blurry. This is why there's nothing in the center. And yeah, I think you can see things other than fishes, but it's up to you. I hope that some people will actually like what I'm doing. It is very different from what I'm used to do, but I like it. Yeah, I think I really, really like it. So if I do like it, if I'm happy with it, I'm sure it will bring happiness and joy to someone else. Yay! Okay, let's just paint. I'm still wondering like if this issue that I have currently with my professional life, is it like due to the inflation, like the current economic crisis in the world, or is it also or only a problem of reach? Like, is it because the social media is completely saturated, and or maybe I was absent for too long? I could understand that for YouTube. Where should I put my eggs in order for me to maintain some sort of mental health and income, like a steady income? But I don't want to be everywhere and do it badly. I am really wondering if you are also a self-employed artist, if you notice that it is getting harder to remain relevant and to reach out to people and to still be seen. Post a comment below, let me know. Like, do you think it is currently almost impossible to really remain relevant when there's already just so many people doing that online? A lot of the artists that I used to follow back in the day, like 10 plus years ago when we started YouTube, a lot of them have disappeared. I'm just saying that it seems like an era has completely like disappeared, like there's an entire community that completely disappeared from the platform, and I don't necessarily know if this means that they stopped just because it didn't work or they grew out of it. Yeah, it's strange to realize that there's just the entire landscape of creators has changed, and there are other creators that arrived after me, like a couple of years after, and they still are posting today, but I think they really adapted their content to cater how YouTube works to remain relevant. And I'm not even thinking about reaching out to new people right now. I'm only thinking about reaching out to those who follow me already. That would be more than enough. Again, yeah, I didn't really talk about AI on the channel. I've talked about it on Facebook a bit. I think it's a pretty complex topic. Generally speaking, if you want to know what I think about AI tools, I don't think they're necessarily a bad thing. I have studied the topic. I've seen videos about it. I've tried the tools myself for reference work, like just for concept art, things that I will not use as it is, but just transform. That way I can have some concept come to life quite easily without spending hours and hours scrolling content on Pinterest, even though I'm still doing that. But I'm just saying that it is cutting a bit of the time when it comes to thinking about concept art. What I don't like about AI is the legal side of it, the way that they use content that is not royalty-free, that is not properly licensed. If it is properly licensed and there's an actual database built for that with countless artists who have opted in and been paid to be licensed through the AI art, then it's a great tool. And I think it is going to happen eventually, because there's just so bad press about it that eventually it has to be monitored better, so that way we have just a steady legal side of things that will ensure that it's just fair use. That's what really matters. It is also changing the way people work, especially digital artists. I believe that traditional artists have not been completely affected by this, because from what I've seen so far, when it comes to like rendering painterly work, it's not doing great. It doesn't have morals, it doesn't have ethics, it doesn't have a soul, you can't provide emotion. This is not going to replace humans ever. It's a tool. What really matters is how people use the tool. Now, people say that this would kill the market and like we wouldn't have any commissions done. People will use free apps to do avatars and their commissions for like OCs and all. But you have to understand that those who are doing that, they would never pay you. Those aren't your customers. You're not losing customers with this tendency, because in the first place, they were never going to pay $200 for a commission for their OC or like an avatar or portrait. So yeah, you know, the ones who would pay for that, they're not, some of them might not commission an artist because it is cheaper to do that with the app. But I do think that the ones who really get a commission work from an artist, it's because they want that from the artist. You know, there's a human factor coming in this. Like, it is a very tailored, customized project that when you commission to someone, and if you ask an app, it is pretty, like, it feels very not personal. The opposite of that is very fake. It is a fake thing, and that's probably why it won't ever replace us. It is just the same thing happened when people invented photography and artists had to adapt and change their style completely from being hyper realistic to being impressionists and to have more pictorial, like, texture in their work. We as an artist, I'm putting myself in like the big shoes, but yeah, we as a group, the artists kind of drifted away from that in order to create a different kind of path that would basically coexist with photography. And it happened again with the invention of digital content, the computer, and like artists, like art programs. And digital was for a long time frowned upon and kind of like looked down out compared to traditional artists. And now we coexist. We have the ability to still make traditional artwork and digital artwork, and that's the beauty of it. The tool changed, the people changed, but you will not be replaced. It is impossible to do that. I do think that it's a matter of policy and legal action to protect artists, but I don't think the tool itself is a bad thing. It was just poorly integrated, I guess. And yeah, so that's my 2 cents on AI. I think that the industry has understood that we had to make changes in order to make sure that the tool itself was safe and that artists were properly, not necessarily paid for that, but could be excluded from the database. You know, I think we can find a middle ground, and people would be happy with like how everything is managed, hopefully. So yeah, I don't know. Is it killing our industry or not? I'm unsure of that. What do you guys think with everything that I've said? I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's not necessarily killing us. I think it's just changing, and I think this year, especially for me, is about change and evolution. When it comes to my personal life, my friendship, my partner, a lot of things are changing, even my health. I don't really talk about this a lot on here. I'm just saying that I have made changes lately in the last couple of months, and I cut down on medication. I am no longer taking antidepressants. It has been really hard to cut off the meds. It happened gradually. And I'm doing amazing, by the way. I'm just saying that there's a lot of changes happening in my life and mentally. I feel great, but it's a strange feeling to feel great when you have been feeling bad for a long time. It's almost like giving up my past self. And I think it also resonates with my professional life. My art also changes, and this year was about evolution and still is. And I think it's just the way it's supposed to happen. I don't know if you believe in fate, but it feels to me that it's somehow bound to happen that way, and it has to be that way. And if I see this as a new beginning, it's helping a lot. Yeah, it is actually. It is really helping a lot. I don't know what you think about that. I'm hoping that this new beginning is gonna bring nice things. I think it will. All I want to do is find a way to remain like steady and keep the happiness level. You know, I have to be careful. And so yeah, I'm hoping that the project that I'm working on is going to find an audience. So yeah.
the piece is done. It was hard for me to not try to outline everything because I don't want the piece to be finished. Like, if you don't have any outlines to do, then what can you do, you know? But I got carried away a tiny bit more and I did some white outlines. But I still like it that way because there's room for a lot of things. You can, like I said, do tons of fishes or just small creatures, maybe add something in the middle. I am doing it this like way with the portrait view, but nothing really prevents you from using it sideways and taking a look at this like that. Maybe you can see other things than fishes. I don't see other things than fishes right now, but it's up to you. This is why I like the project, and this is why I want to share that on actual painting, like drawing paper, watercolor paper. That way you can paint on top of it, because I think this is quite important to be able to not just doodle, but also just use actual paint for those who really want that. If you just want to doodle, then you can just get a cardstock version, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but I really like it. It is completely different than this one, which is really what I wanted for the project. I really wanted different pieces, so yeah.
So this is it for this video. Hope that you enjoyed it. I was really happy with the result. I really like the backgrounds. They're so different from each other, and the entire set is very different. Each piece is very special to me. They all have a different feeling, and I hope that you will enjoy them. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna put that online. I don't know the format of it. Is going to be a set, or maybe in like smaller sets, or like in boxes. I don't know. I have stuff coming for sure. It's gonna take me a couple of weeks to plan things. I am so ready to just keep on creating content and be here for the next couple of months to build this reach again, and if you can help me out, that would be amazing. So if you see this, all you have to do is like and comment, and trust me, it's gonna make a big difference. I also have a sale right now on my Etsy store. There's 15% off the entire store for the next couple weeks, so if you'd like to check it out, the link will be below the description. I have books and stationery items and original artwork and tons of prints, so yeah, if you're interested, go check the store. And that will be it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely week!